Well, another weekend coming to a close. Sunday, August 19th, I believe. Getting ready to head home. And we didn't get a lot accomplished this weekend, but we did do a few things. And let me just take you inside and show you. We brought up our shower kit. It's called a Dreamline. It's a acrylic instead of plastic. Acrylic has more of a resilience to it if you drop something on it over plastic. It's a glass walls, glass door, plastic or acrylic backing to it. And here's our bathroom. We have it in place. It's not secured in place. You have to get the plumbing done as you install it all at once. But what needs to be done is the glass wall will sit here, the glass wall will sit on this wall or base, and then the door will come across here. It's very important that this be perpendicular to that wall, or else it's very difficult to seal and have a watertight system. And what we found out was that the floor is very uneven. We didn't do a very good job of it. The first thing you have to do when leveling these is find out the highest point. You need the highest point because everything must be level to that. And the highest point, or as I call it, zero, is right over there, that corner. So what we did was we made blocks that would fit perfectly here. Pressed down, and we put the level on it, and we are dead level in that scenario. Those blocks will not stay there. What happens is you take this tray out, you put a mortar bed all around it, and you wiggle it down in place until it starts oozing out, and you know you're on a firm base. And then I'm going to push it right down to the 0 point. There's another one in the back over there, but the 0 point, I believe that's a 1/4 of an inch there. This one is 590 thousandths, 30 thousandths, 40 thousandths shy of 5/8 of an inch. And that one back here is 890 thousandths, or just over 7/8 of an inch. So now we have it level from here to here, have it level from here to here, and 90 degrees to each one of these studs. So we're ready to go. But what happens now is that we raise that up almost an inch. So I'm thinking that I'm going to put down styrofoam on this whole floor. If you come over here, you'll see how high the threshold is here. The threshold is about an inch tall here. By putting down styrofoam, we'll do two things. One, we'll raise the floor to make it easier. We'll raise the subfloor, making it easier to put a finished floor up around here, because now we'll only have about 400 thousandths to worry about here, and that's about the thickness of any floor that you'll need to put down. But also too, it's a bridge between the cold outside and the warm in here. And what do I mean by that? The actual proper term for is thermal bridging. The building is built on 2x12s, and the 2x12s run from the front to the back. And of course, there's one right there. There's the outside board, and it's to the elements. And so is every other one underneath. Granted, there is 4 inches of high R insulation under there, but each one of the 2x12s brings cold air into the building. I'm going to walk and keep talking. I'm going to come down here and show you something else. But so as you all know, you have a nice hot boiling cup of coffee or a boiling water in a styrofoam cup. It just doesn't even feel warm. So what this does is it keeps the cold air from entering, touching the floor, touching the subfloor, and then touching my finished floor product and bringing that cold air in. Granted, as it starts coming into the building, it starts dissipating as much cold as it's bringing in because it's going through insulation, heat's escaping through the floor, but it's just what it is. It's a thermal bridge. It breaks the cold from coming into the building, and vice versa if it was hot, if I was in a hot climate. But I'm coming down here to show you the growth of the shrubs that I cut, all these bushes that I cut along the stone wall to maintain the view of the farmer's field over here. They grow like wildfire, and you just can't believe it. Although I'm still in the doghouse for cutting more of it down than I thought I was going to. If you watch my video from July 7th, right around 4th of July, I said I was going to just make a path through here, but I couldn't. The bushes were just so thick and tall that I couldn't, without making a wide swath, I couldn't get to the tops of them. But here we are. Look at this bush here. This bush, just on the 7th of July, was a stick. 3 sticks coming out of the ground, 4 sticks coming out. There they are right there, right? You can see them. Now, what the heck? I'm going to break a leader off. Here's a leader here. Oh my goodness, it's probably 18 inches tall. So it's grown 18 inches already. So what I've done, I don't know if I hit this one, it doesn't appear to be. I have a poison that's, it's an enzyme killer. It's not bad for the ground. What it does is the leaves absorb it, it goes into the root system and kills the enzymes of the plant. And then, you know, once it rains, it comes off the leaves, it comes off the ground and becomes not dissolved, but diluted. And you can see all the way down here that, again, I sprayed these little ones. You can see these are dying here already. I sprayed all of this because by the end of the summer, they're going to be 2 to 3 feet tall again. Not the way they were in the thick form that they were, but look at, oh my goodness, they're already growing. And I'm going to think last weekend we did from down there to the cedar trees. And that's as far as we go. I did a little scalping of these trees. These are ash trees. I don't want those growing there, so I just hit them with, cut the bark a little bit and put some of the poison into there also, and we'll see what happens. It's really not meant for trees. It's not potent enough, but maybe those small trees will take care of it. So, again, look at back here. You could have seen the other side just a little over a month ago, and now it's already grown back in. They're prolific. They see that the foliage has been stripped, and all of their energy now has been turned into growing more leaves to keep this plant thriving. And that plant is all through the edge, that big bush there. I'm walking around probably too fast. Just went around 360 all through here. It's just amazing. So, getting ready to go home again. Coming back Labor Day, well, we'll be back maybe next weekend, but certainly Labor Day weekend for 5 days, Friday through Tuesday. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully these will be on their way out. If not, I'll hit them again with a little bit of spray. And next time I'm here, I'll show you our little brook that comes through the property, and how we try to change the course of direction to keep it more on our property, and how destructive water can be, and how it actually eroded our road. It's everybody's right of way. This is how we get into the property. I've showed it to you several times. It goes all the way down through to the 37 acres, and right down at the bottom where you can see the sun, nice bright sunshine down at the very bottom of the grassy area. Right down there is a level, that's where the brook crosses over, and the water just came and took away up to the road. And so we also, this weekend, we also redirected that, put a lot of large stones in its way, and hopefully it will find its old course again. So never play with Mother Nature. You end up paying for it. So I guess over and out. Until next time.